Welcome back to Mac's Chop Shop. This time, we follow Mac and his journey through FuelFest Bay Area as the fire safety crew with Colton. Can these unsuspecting heroes save the day? Stay tuned to find out.
All right, guys, before we get started, I just wanted to hop on here really quick and tell you thank you. The last video I posted about the Mustang is at like 10,000 views, which is crazy to think that I'm just on your guys' screens and you're watching me. But super cool to interact with you guys in the comments, see what you guys liked, see what you didn't. I also got like 150 new subscribers just off that one video. So I'm going to keep posting and we'll see where it takes us. But thank you again for all the support. All right, guys, before we hit FuelFest, there's a couple things we need to do to the fire engine to make sure it's ready to rip. Right here, you can see I'm starting to do a brake test to make sure the air brakes are fully operational and have zero issues because brakes are important, right? Once my air brake pops, I know I'm good to start recharging the air system. And I want it to go all the way to the right where that little 2 mark is. Okay, so the oil is good, the transmission's good, the air system checked out. I had about a half tank of water, so we were about to head to a hydrant and fill up. All right, then we gotta come right here and open the tank filler valve. You hear that working? We come here, open our hydrant all the way. These gauges let us know how full we are, so we're just about to be 3/4 full. That's if the lights work, so we'll figure that out. Right when I stop recording, yep. So majority of them do work. All right, look at that. We got both gauges working. So we're now full of water. So now we're headed back to the chop shop. Now that we had everything ready for FuelFest, I had one last little project to take care of, and it was this generator that I have mounted to the engine. I've been wanting to hardwire the power back from the engine to the generator and get rid of this battery that keeps dying. So that's what we're working on next. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, go over here. That battery that I pulled off is dead, so I think I can jump it with a DeWalt battery. We're gonna find out. Okay. Let's turn the choke on. Or no, fuel. Oh, lovely. Fuel's been on. Start. All right, let's see. Okay. Well, that worked way better than I thought it would. Ah, dang. I'm smoking this place out. I had to open up the back door. I haven't ran that generator in like 6 months, so now that I took care of that, it's time to crimp some connections and run the lines. Okay, you guys are coming with me. Wet wire. Jesus. Lots of dirt. Okay. The wire is inside of the cab. That's good. Okay, so we got that line ran all the way from underneath the engine to the battery switch so that we turn on the battery. You will have power all the way to the start button on the generator. Okay, well, I just finished up the wiring portion. All that's left is to test it. So I need to take off the positive bolt that's on the battery switch here, or the nut, I guess, and then tap this to it to see if we can get some action. So now this should be when I flip this switch, it sends power all the way up and back, and I should be able to flip that switch, but I can't reach it, so okay, I guess I'll use this. Interesting, okay.
Okay, I've stumbled onto a major company conspiracy, Mac. How about that for stress?
What the hell are you talking about?
This company is being bled like a stuck pig, Mac, and I got a paper trail to prove it. Check this out. Take a look at this.
Jesus Christ,
That
Charlie.
right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about.
I don't want to jinx anything, but we may have doomed ourselves here. So through my genius intellect, past Mac wired the headphone power from the cigarette lighter, and the cigarette lighter goes down into the rat's nest and blew that fuse when I tried to start the generator. So now we need to replace that fuse and never touch that again, and find some other source of power. I would say that's pretty blown. This is fun. Okay, now that should be fully operational again. Let's test that. Okay, when I flip this battery switch, that should turn green. Okay, got that back. And then when I come up here, that should also be on, so we have power to the headsets again. Okay. Okay, moment of truth. Why isn't that working? Okay, upon further investigation, the battery switch has to be on for... So we now have the generator hardwired into the engine. Okay, that took way longer than it needed to be. Okay, today's the day. FuelFest Bay Area. Me and Colton are all packed up and we're ready to hit the road.
It's supposed to be like someone under that or something. Drive fits for the move though, not gonna lie. It looked like there was, but there's not. Dude, there's a Lamborghini right there.
I'm just gonna pull it right here.
I think you should just do whatever you want. Think they got sunscreen inside? I bet they do.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go take a look. That's Canadian.
In typical Chop Shop fashion, we were trying to beat feet across town to make the drivers' meeting so we could be on time to hear everything that's going on.
Yeah, this should be fine. 812's up there. Oh yeah, over there.
Not gonna stop. Okay. Nice. Good work. That's their dev speech.
Is it?
All right, guys. Well, lots of stuff happening behind the scenes, but we finally made it to Alameda County Fairgrounds, and we are fire and safety standby. I owe a big thank you to Farouk. This guy literally puts the drifting community on his back, especially in the Bay Area. This guy is so freaking cool and makes all these local events super dope. So Farouk, thank you for trusting me to keep you guys safe. And let's get into some live action. This is the part of the video where things get interesting. We've been scanning the track all day for this, and we finally see it. So as you can imagine, we were pedal to the floor due to the fact that it was on the opposite side of the course. Luckily, every driver is required to have an extinguisher on board with them, but oil and fuel fires can be especially tricky because they can keep reigniting. And that's what was happening in this instance, and for some reason it was getting up under the dash.
Hey, where's your battery disconnected? Yeah.
We disconnected the battery so that nothing had power to it, waited for a little bit to see if anything else would pop up, and then decided to move it.
Yeah, can you tow it just to the there? Okay. Yeah. What do you want? On the
No.
yeah,
let's just flat tow it. We can do it.
You can do it?
Yeah, we can do it. Okay. I'll go super slow. I'll have him follow me. Hey, we're gonna pull this thing out because I don't want to load it on there if it's still on fire. So you're gonna stay out with the extinguisher.
I'm ready.
Okay.
The last thing I wanted to do was to load that thing onto the flatbed, and then it catches on fire again. Then you have two vehicles involved. So this was the best course of action. Flat tow it back to the pits, then they can monitor it.
Roads are crazy. Hot out here today. Stay hydrated. There's complimentary water by the bathroom. Be sure to get your refill on.
Okay, and we're just gonna go. Hey, where's the best place?
don't go crazy. Go see Chew over there in the NA.
Okay, that works. Let's just go right through here. Okay, I gotta back up. Yeah, back up. Just tell me when we're good.
We know we're gonna go through. Sit up, get your shirt while we still got as much as you need. The party's gonna go crazy all day long. We got a whole lot going on today. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go really slow. Can you turn your wheel at all?
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
Hearing everybody cheer was super cool because we effectively kept everyone safe. The car was in one piece, and the next day I heard that driver went to another drift event and ran that thing all day with 0 issues. So, pretty freaking cool. And of course, it was super fun for us.
As you caught fire.
Unlike the last fire, this one was right next to us, so close that Colton just ran to it. And I didn't even press record or anything because he had so much fire under his car. And obviously that takes priority. But I was lucky enough to catch the aftermath of what happened.
What do you need to disconnect the battery?
Just a 10 millimeter.
10 mil, okay.
Holy shit. Oh, fire, dude.
Thank you so much.
That's a good idea.
Can we back up, please?
All right, what do you got, Colton?
I'm out, so.
You're out? Okay. Let's go get the spares from over there. Or we got 2 more right here. Perfect. Let's get this pushed out of here. Let's push it over to that corridor over there. Where's the driver at? There he is. All right. Yeah.
Yep, coming, I'm coming.
Hey, so let's just push this thing in.
Good.
Let's just push this thing in neutral all the way to the gate over there. Okay.
I always think it's pretty amazing in the drift community when one person has an issue, you get this crowd of people just willing to help you. They drop everything. It's so awesome.
A little further. That's nose in over here.
That was a lot more flame.
Hey, that's nose in over here. We're blocking the exit.
Oh, shit.
You're good.
So that's on or on the...
It's coming from one of these fittings over here. Oh.
One of the oil lines that went to the turbo looked like it had burnt up pretty good. And probably the oil leaking onto the exhaust manifold just immediately ignited
let's just keep someone by it for a little bit.
And for a second, can we just talk about how cool Colton looked, like a heat-seeking missile just coming in, ready to fight? That guy's crazy.
Oh, they got it.
I'm hungry.
I can't believe we did all day with no food.
What an incredible experience to be a part of FuelFest Bay Area for the first time. And we got to be a part of its success, and we kept everything safe and nobody got hurt and all the cars were intact. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
smoked.